a journey.
What an eventful morning. You know, adversity doesn't slap you in the face in the morning. What does? You know what I mean? What up, Jobins? Episode 128. 41 days until Sugar Sean knocks out Aljamain Sterling in Boston with all of you. Brenden, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. We've had, like you said, an eventful morning. Just even, you wouldn't believe it, Jobins. We were recording the pod beforehand, too. And I had a deep thought when it just, like, restarted the computer and, like, it deleted our audio. I was like, a file being deleted because, like, we always ask what's after death. And it's like, where do files go when they're deleted?
Damn, that's a song title.
I want to know.
Well, they go
Are they just nowhere? You just
nowhere,
nothing?
Brenden.
Something turns into nothing.
Yeah, Jobins. We were about 25 minutes in our pod, and all of a sudden my computer shut off, and oh, hey, would you report this issue to Mac? To Apple? Yeah, I would. Thanks for turning the fuck off for me in the middle of the pod. But me and Brenden, we're professionals, and we handle these things with these little adversities like professionals. So we're back at it again, Jobins. UFC 290, wild night last night.
Crazy.
It was actually a really good. What was really cool was Tim and Sean being at the event. So it's been a while since last time we were at B-Dubs. Sean was there in Aljo's face. So it's been a little bit. And we actually got to sit down and watch the whole fight card. It was cool.
It'd be weird sitting next to all your, like, rivals, too. Like, Aljamain sitting there and, like, Tim and Sean sitting there. And then Cheeto was sitting over there.
Oh, yeah. Testosterone was flowing.
Michael Chandler. It's just a whole bunch of people.
Eyeballs were going. And star-studded cast fucking again for the fights. Former President of the United States was there.
Former President of the United States. Donald Trump.
You excited about that? You like that? Just
Yeah.
like how whole B-Dubs. B-Dubs went nuts every time they showed Donald Trump on that screen.
It's crazy how popular he is. Especially because, could you imagine if Biden had
Oh
tried
my
going in there? That dude would be booed.
Yeah, UFC'd probably get fucking canceled if Biden went in there, and he'd definitely probably fall. Yeah, we're getting canceled. But it is pretty cool. I was thinking, I'm like, Jobins, how cool is it that in this sport, you have a former president in the arena watching these fucking fights happen live, who's a fan of the sport. There's always famous celebrities and athletes in the building. And it's like, man, you got the UFC fighters taking pictures with former presidents. You got fans watching the fights with former presidents. That's just really cool. I know it happens in other sports, but I love it when it happens in UFC.
I feel like Colby Covington was doing it first before everybody. So it's funny to see, like, George Masvidal or Jorge Masvidal doing it too now.
What, being...
Just being buddy-buddy with Trump. I don't know, but everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
He's just that cool of a guy, I guess.
Yeah, Sean got a picture with him. That was pretty cool. It's like, damn, Sean, I mean, vice president or former presidents and shit.
You got to think, he shares that position with George Washington, bro.
Yeah.
Trump can be like,
Basically
I
met
did
George
the same thing George Washington did.
Basically met George Washington in reality.
Basically.
Yeah. But, dude, let's recap these fights. There was so much going. We had 3 parlays, Jobins. We had a 14-fight card parlay, which is crazy. I
Would
know.
have earned us $1,300 on $10.
And we got all the way up to 5. And it was the girl fight that lost. Yasmin, who when she lost us that first
Got
parlay.
TKO'd.
So that's always tough and rough. I know it's a crazy one. Then we did of course, against Bo Nickal just because the odds were so high.
$10 to win 120.
Yeah, well, we didn't win that. Well, and then we had our fourth fight parlay, which was another crazy one. We had Dan Hooker.
Pantoja was on there.
Yeah, DDP. Pantoja.
And
then Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
After DDP, we backed out. I wanted to stay in.
Yeah, because think about this, too. It was $10 to win $1,300 on that one also. And we had gotten through the first one, and then it was like $100. And then we got through the DDP winning, and then it was... No, it got up to 100 after DDP won. But damn, if we would have stayed in Pantoja, oh, man, it'd be probably like 600.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Hey, you cash out, stay safe, keep it positive.
Yeah, hey, at least we went up for the night, I guess. We went up. That's all that matters.
We were winners at the end of the night still.
Yeah. But yeah, let's recap this shit. Jesus Aguilar defeated Shannon Ross with a 17-second knockout. I thought that was pretty sick. Again, that's just one of those fights, though, when it's like, damn, they just got fucking caught early.
It's cool to see those littler weight guys knocking people out still. You know,
Oh, yeah.
They still got it. Don't make no mistake.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. I was happy that the flyweights got the love they deserved last night.
Yeah, that was a good knockout for sure.
Sad I couldn't get. They didn't have the posters at B-Dubs last night. They had the Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler.
I swear, dude, when you ask, it's like, do they even really
Go ask
the manager if they got the posters? I feel like they don't.
I typically only get it when I ask the manager. I don't have my plugs like I do back at home. Don't got my plugs out here. It's a hard life being a poster collector in Arizona when you don't have a plug.
You've gotten some at least.
We've gotten some. And it's tough when we're watching over at Sean's and everybody's. But yeah, Cameron Saman defeated Terrence Mitchell first round KO. I am excited about Cameron.
Same. He looked good.
Dude, young kid, looking fucking all well-rounded.
He fought an older guy, too.
Yeah, I like his energy of who he is. He seems cool. I like that South African shit going on right now.
That South African pride. He's like, oh, they're all coming up. Kind of like Connor when he said that about the Irish. Dude, everybody that just repping their country like that, that's fire.
Yeah, so excited to see him come back. Vitor Petrino defeated Marcin Perchino.
That was so funny. Their names were so close to. It was Perchino versus Perchino. Like.
Yeah, via arm triangle. Dude, Vitor, he's got the power. If he lands, you're going flying a couple feet. But his head movement's not. I don't know. He needs to definitely improve that shit. And it was cool seeing him get the submission win. So
I would love to see how he would go against someone like Jamal Hill.
Definitely needs to get fucking in there with someone to help move that head around.
If he gets to grappling, though, he could sub him.
The head. Alonzo Manfield defeated Jimmy Crute. Guillotine. Man. Dude, when it first happened, I freaking thought Jimmy... I thought it happened so fast. Like, he tapped so quick. I'm like, holy shit. He must have fucking thought he was about to die. It wasn't until the replay that I didn't realize that he was fighting that... He had that deep standing up until they fell. Fuck.
And he was trying to get a takedown, I feel like. And he just... sunk him in there, and you take a risk when you leave your neck out like that.
Especially with a guy who's so fucking strong and jacked like Manfield, dude.
Yeah, Manfield looks terrifying, dude. I wouldn't mess with that guy.
Did Jimmy Crute retire? I don't remember. I guess I should have looked it up before the pod.
Jimmy Crute just fights really tough guys, man.
Dude, he was taking those gloves off as soon as he got off the mat. I was like, oh, fuck. Maybe he just wasn't in the right headspace right now. You're just upset, not really thinking clearly. I got to go back and look. I know it's been tough, but he fights all these fucking tough guys.
That's the hardest thing about watching UFC fights is like, you just know that the loser, it's just so tough of a sport. Win or lose, there's so much risk involved.
We saw levels last night. Denise Gnomes defeats Yasmin. First round, 20-second knockout. This is the one that lost. So
there goes that parlay.
There the parlay went. 20 seconds. First two fucking punches, dude. She fucking wham, wham. First two fucking punches. That's gotta, for a fighter, that's gotta be so tough. You put so much preparation into a fight, and for something to end so quickly. First two punches that land, just in your shit.
And the ref gave her a chance, too, you know. It's not like they called it early by any means.
Oh, no.
It was a good TKO stoppage.
Yeah, he let that go. He definitely let that go. That sucked. That was tough. Good win by fucking Denise, though. And that's what I'm talking about, Tim and Sean and all these people. There's so many people talk shit about girl fighters. And then, look what happens. They're dude, we just got to give it time. And then we were watching. So last night at Buffalo Wild Wings, we were watching, right? And then they had that other fighting organization. And I kept seeing girls fighting.
Same.
And I'm like, damn. What if we do go into the future where like they put women's fights separately from men's fights? Is it that crazy? As my first thought, I was like, man, that's the women's are part of the UFC. Like that's they created it, you know.
It's just different. It's different than the WNBA, like how Sean was talking about, because it's like there's different divisions already in place.
Yeah,
it's already like the WNBA.
I don't know. I guess
women's bantamweight, women's strawweight. You know, it already has the women's in front of it.
WUFC.
It's because you don't need WUFC with how it is now. If it was like they
UFCW?
started with men and women fighting each other already, that'd be different. Maybe for the baddest motherfucker belt, women should be allowed to fight men for that too.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I hope they don't. But it was definitely interesting. I'm like, I am seeing it. I feel like I'm seeing what it would be like, and it was crazy. It was kind of weird. But yeah, Robbie Lawler, Jobins. Holy shit! What a crazy way to fucking end a career. So beautiful. Such a classic Robbie Lawler brawl, knockout, uppercuts.
Like a dog. He was in there, like you said, clinching up uppercuts. Dude, could you imagine having to fight that guy? That's just scary. You know you're in for a battle.
You got to kill Robbie Lawler. And Nico Price is tough too, so that was crazy. And then the tribute that they played. Was that like a first?
It felt like, because I can't remember when they ever had the retirement video.
Yeah.
Right after the fight.
Oh, dude. And then seeing Robbie get all emotional and teary, I almost started crying, guys. I was 15 when I first started watching Robbie Lawler fight. And it's been so long. And it's just like, this is crazy. All the flashbacks they were showing, it's like, man, this is what it's all about right here. This is what it's all about.
Because he's from that older generation with like Johnny Hendricks and like Carlos Condit, like people during that time. And Rory McDonald. It's sad to see that wave of fighters. You know, we just keep seeing it happen more time. But what a show he put on. And Nico Price is tough. How do you toughen up your chin, you know, to get not knocked out?
After the fight, I was like, fuck, dude, he's going to want to keep going. Robbie Lawler knocks out Nico Price like that. That dude's going to want to keep fighting now. But I hope he stays retired.
Yeah, end on a good W like that.
That Hall of Fame ceremony was emotional too with Jose Aldo. Did you see that?
I did.
Him break it down. Oh my God. It was like, oh my God, Aldo, you are the man.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, that's how much you see all this, how much it means to him.
I saw something on Instagram. I don't know if it was true or not, where he has like 7 title defenses and Alex Volkanovski's at like 5 right now.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy to think how legendary Jose was to have that many title defenses.
I know. And then it's crazy that Max didn't beat it because Max was, I felt like, fighting all the time and everybody.
Damn. Max had some wars, though. Maybe that's why it feels that way.
Right? But yeah.
That was...
Threw me off. I was about to say something sick.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Robbie Lawler going through his retirement.
Yeah. Just a good send-off for Mr. Robbie Lawler. Thank you, Mr. Robbie Lawler, for all your amazing fights.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah. Boom. What was the next one?
Bo Nickal.
Mr. Bo Nickal. Okay, I'm going to get maybe some heat for this, guys, because I'm thinking a little bit different than everybody right now. I know. I was like everyone else. When we see Bo Nickal, we're like, oh, we're questioning. We're like, oh, is he just a takedown guy? Can he take punches? Can he strike? We learned last night that he's got some fucking power in his hands.
Yeah, he does. He knocked that guy out quick.
And they were good punches.
And he was hitting him every time. Dude, that guy, he made that guy look like he didn't belong there.
But here's my thing. Here's my controversial thing. I was not impressed with this striking. Yeah, he's got the power, but dude, he's leaving that chin right up in the air for somebody. He's throwing these wide open fucking throws. You get someone up there who's an actual elite striker who can defend takedowns, I want to see it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you were saying he should fight a top 15 guy next.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brock, I think, said top 10, like maybe even a top 10 guy.
Just throw him with the wolves
right now.
Test him.
If he makes it look that easy.
Yeah. I'd like to see him against a striker, a really good striker who's really good at wrestling. That's what we need to see.
Yeah. He's got a lot of fighters he could pick from.
I was like, holy fuck. Someone was going, what was he screaming? Something check?
Fraud check?
Fraud check, fraud check. That was funny. But I don't know. Was it? Was it a fraud check? Was Bo Nickal's fight last night a fraud check? Let me know in the comments, Jobins. What do you think?
Or is he the future greatest?
Is he insane? Is he just unstoppable? It was impressive. It was another first round crazy finish. Mm-hmm. He's walking around like he's the fucking man. It's like, damn.
No grappling either. Just knocked him out.
Just knocked him the fuck out. But again, when you get these are guys, that's why I did the bet. When you got Bo Nickal, who's just this young prospect, fucking coming in, young in the game, such a small record, finishing people's by submitting them real quick, and then you got another guy that we don't fucking know really nothing about. Again, another small record.
You just never know.
You just never know. Anything can happen. So it's like, man, I still want to see Mr. Bo Nickal. I think I need another test. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good fight. It was crazy. Dan Hooker beats fucking Jalen Turner. Again, what a night of fights, Jobins.
First fight of our parlay.
Yeah, the good one. And I felt bad betting against Jalen. I really like Jalen. You know, so I kind of felt like I put the bad voodoo on him by fucking betting against him.
Man.
But it was such a good, like, dude, that's one of those fights that's just like, you're both warriors. You're both fucking legends.
You're both getting more fans out of that fight.
Yeah.
That was a good performance.
And like I was saying, dude, I was impressed that he stayed standing with Dan Hooker. I was like, is he going to, or is he going to keep trying to take him down? Which he did in the first. Jalen Turner took him down. It was a good takedown. I was a little surprised we didn't see more of those.
Well, I was going to say, what's cool about Jalen Turner is like he's still pretty like young in the sport to me.
Oh, yeah.
To where like he was skateboarding and stuff before that. Like I think it just takes experience to get that dog in you that like Dan Hooker has.
Dude, that Dan Hooker fight could be very good for Jalen Turner. Like the experience he kind of needed.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So yeah, I can't wait to see him back.
100%.
And now Mr. Dan Hooker, good for you, come back. And he broke his fucking wrist. Dude, when you got to kill Dan Hooker when it comes to striking. You got to cut his leg off. You got to fucking now you got to cut his wrist off.
The best thing you can do is knock him out, right?
Yeah. And then that Charles Oliveira hair was orange, turned orange. Just crazy, dude. Crazy fight. And then what I really like is because Jalen was kind of like saying they weren't like best, like they didn't really like each other because of the shit talk. And then boom, you have a great fight like that. They're in the hospital taking pictures with each other, being friends. That's what this sport's all about.
Damn, and Dan Hooker's face, dude, his eye was all black and everything.
Oh, they gotta be hurting. Oh my God, that wrist. Oh,
that probably hurts way worse actually, huh? The wrist.
Fuck yeah. Whew. Yeah. Good fight, boys.
Split decision win.
DDP just dominating Robert Whittaker.
Hey, the very beginning, I was thinking Robert Whittaker was having some better of the exchanges at the very beginning.
Yeah, that was my boy, man. Jobins, I was sad. And usually, I'm like, when someone beats someone that I really like that, I fucking hate them. And I want them to get beat. But I respect DDP right now, dude. He didn't say anything bad about Robert. He was respectful of Robert. Izzy comes in and starts acting crazy emotional. What do you think his emotional intelligence level rating is? What do you think Tim and Sean would give him?
Probably a really high number still, because you got to think about the publicity, I feel like. Does Izzy even really feel that much hate towards him? Or is he just trying to sell a fight?
That's true.
With a guy who's kind of relatively plain, doesn't have any tattoos, isn't really crazy.
Very emotional. He seemed very super emotional.
Man, what if it is really like marinating that beef and it's just as bad as you're thinking?
Dude, we've never seen anyone beat Robert Whittaker like that.
Dude, the head and arms and then the trip to take Robert Whittaker down was so nice. I was like, a black belt in jiu-jitsu and you're going to trip him like that.
Dude, he's
Get on
strong.
top of him.
Dude, DDP is fucking strong. So I'm excited for him fighting Izzy. I'm rooting for DDP. Let's go DDP. Take fucking Izzy down.
That would be it. But that's the thing. I don't think he can take him down because of how big Izzy is. I think Izzy's size is going to be a detriment. He's going to be able to stop those takedowns with some good sprawling, some like the clinch. He's just going to be patient and then get out and break away. And he's going to force DDP into stand up, is my opinion.
Yeah.
And DDP is going to lose that fight.
That's what I will respect Izzy. If Izzy beats DDP, I'll be like, damn, Izzy might be like.
You're going to start respecting him there? He just did.
No, I do already respect him, but I'm going to start considering him like one of the middleweight goats.
I respect
because
him.
What I love about the DDP fight is it's a young, hungry fucking guy. You know, what was that, his fifth fight in the UFC or fourth? No, sixth. It was his sixth fight in the UFC. You know what I mean? Fresh, exciting, explosive, fucking strong. Izzy goes out, puts on his Izzy performance where he makes the people fight his fight. Fucking outpoints him, strikes him. If he knocked him out or something, it's like, damn. Even though if you don't respect the person, I do respect the champion and athlete because it's like, damn, you can't stop him.
And that's a style he needs to fight against too. It'd be cool to see him prove.
Oh yeah, Because you're not gonna have. It's not gonna be a Paulo Costa fight where he's just standing there looking at him.
Ooh.
No.
I feel like, dude, because you know what? He was having, like I said before, with Whittaker, dude, he was having a tough time getting kicked up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think Izzy's stand-up is so far superior to Robert's?
I know.
He's going to absolutely piece up
Dude,
DDP.
Robert was getting in there. Robert was getting licks on Izzy. The striking was better, yeah.
Robert's striking's better than DDP's.
But here's where I think I think his striking, you can argue,
is underrated.
Is underrated and could potentially be better, or just as good as Robert Whittaker's, right?
Yeah, true.
So if you got that on top of the really good grappling, which I think is better. It was obviously better than Robert's.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you can get Izzy down, can Izzy get up? Can Izzy get up if DDP takes him down? I'd like to see it.
I would too.
That's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he stays down, he's in trouble. He's in fucking trouble. Didn't Jan keep him down?
Jan did keep him down. Oh yeah, Jan is I think Jan's bigger though,
dude.
Because I'm already saying DDP is smaller than.
Dude, he looked mad. Dude, once I saw that weigh-ins, I got even super more nervous on Thursday. I was like, holy fuck, his head is like he is just massive.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert's a big guy. Fuck, it's crazy.
Dude, I would love to see Robert fight, and let me know if this is too soon. But we were saying the Wolves. Mm-hmm. Robert Whittaker should fight Bo Nickal.
I would love it. Coming off a loss, that's tough.
Mm-hmm. Coming off a loss, headline.
And that's a number
Whittaker
one
versus Nickal.
There's so many other guys. There's other big names too.
I think a lot of people would love to see it.
Yeah. Too bad Hamzat can't make it to middleweight anymore.
That would have been crazy.
Right? Or can he? Who knows? Does he have who's he barking at? Usman? Yeah, him and Usman were barking, but then apparently that's not going to happen. I'm like, where would that fight happen at?
I think he gets it. Usman's kind of.
Or am I tripping? Up. Am I tripping? Do I have that backwards? Jobins, I probably do. Is Hamzat try to fight welterweight and he fights at middleweight? Maybe that's it.
That sounds right.
He's a big dude. He's so big. And that's what the weight would do. When these guys are making these weight cuts really smart and they're massive guys and they can just go down and whoop on these smaller dudes. Mm-hmm. Whew. I feel bad for the people like Justin Gaethje or the people who don't really have to cut weight because they're just so naturally in that weight class. That's got to be tough. It's got to be tough.
Yeah, true that. I mean, you got to be an athlete. You got to be top of the top to fight these guys cutting, like you're saying.
Yeah. Alexander Pantoja defeated Brenden Moreno. What did you think about the decision?
You know what? I agreed with the decision for the main reason of how the fight kind of ended with control, the back. I mean, you have a very dominant position like that for that long, and you're just like kind of. I mean, did he do a lot there? Maybe not. Maybe you could argue that. And did he get punched a lot? Yeah, he did. But it's like, man, I think he did more. I think Pantoja did more than Moreno to win the fight.
Dude, I think that was one of the best flyweight championship fights I've ever seen in my entire life. That was like one of them cartoon brawls, Jobins, when you see the little cloud of dust and arms and legs popping out and shit. They were both just swing. How many moments did we have where they were just going crazy for like a good 15 seconds? Mm-hmm.
They did slow down at the end just because of how much energy you had to have.
There was a couple times in the fourth and fifth they were still going. I was like, holy shit, dude. Mm-hmm. That was honestly a clinic. I agreed. I kind of felt like they were going to go with Moreno, so I was a little shocked. Mm-hmm. But then once it was announced, I was like, I agree with it because it was the takedowns. I feel like he was stronger in there. And I know you can't really include him, but he's beaten him 2 times before. I know you got to beat the champ, but I think he did.
Insane.
And, yeah.
He seemed like the better mixed martial artist.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, man, it's just tough. That was a split decision win.
I think the takedowns added up big time.
If we would have stayed in and not cashed out there, that would have been like $600 right there on a $10 bet.
Yeah. Yeah. But, dude, shout out to both those guys. Because they really put it on for the flyweights.
Definitely.
It was really exciting. Demetrius Johnson was always really exciting. And it's a shame that he didn't get the love that Brenden Moreno gets. Because I know it's that nation. It's that culture. But it's good for the flyweights that we had a guy like Brenden Moreno. Because look at him. His career's crazy, doing all these decision back and forth fights between these people, having these crazy fights. He doesn't give up. He's always coming back. Will we see a fourth? Is that it for him and Pantoja, or are we going to see another one?
Yeah, I just hope that's not like the argument being made, because I feel like
a circle.
They're just like, oh man, who's these guys going to fight? Why isn't there more people to fight in the division?
Well, dude, the Japanese kid won.
True, right?
There's up and coming. There's going to be more. I think there's going to be more.
And that was a hell of a fight. A lot of technique, a lot of... man, what...
Yeah.
Shit.
And then another brilliant performance by fucking Alexander Volkanovski. You can't fucking doubt the guy.
What? Dude?
Yeah, you can't fucking doubt the guy, man. Put on a clinic against Yair Rodriguez. Made him look like his little brother. And that was tough. You got a guy like Yair Rodriguez, this whole crowd behind you. You're fucking on a good win streak. You're bigger. What I love is that this little guy's beating all these big guys, dude. It's so fucking fun. Mm-hmm. He's such a unique champion. They did a little picture standby of all of his people he's beat and all their heights. And it's like, wow, you wouldn't think that. He's a fucking workhorse. And he's such a smart, calculated fighter. Bro.
His grappling, by the way, is very underrated.
Oh, my God.
He was so strong, and he was just bullying, like you said.
And you do that to Yair Rodriguez, and I know it's like, okay, well, Max already made all these people his children and everything, so it's just tough.
Dude, I don't know. I would kind of like to see Yair Rodriguez and Max Holloway fight again.
Oh, yeah.
I think Yair Rodriguez had a lot of the better exchanges with Volk in the stand-up, his kicks.
That's what's cool about both Yair and Max. They're those kind of fighters that you want to watch them fight all the time. You know what I mean? And Alex. And then you got Tapora in the back getting in Alex's face after the fight, saying, I want next, which is true because, it sucks because Alex wants that rematch with Islam. But it's like, you got some contenders again still. You have some people that you can add to that belt and people who are deserving it. So it's like, man, they're just going to make
But Alex kind of deserves to get to go up.
Oh, I know. Him. But it's like, okay, dude.
Pound for pound rankings, he's got to be up there. It's
I know.
You should let him fight Islam.
I know. And it's kind of like Amanda, because Alex gets that belt and he can go up and down whenever he pleases and probably even go up again. Who knows?
And Ilya could still fight like Max or somebody. I mean, there's other guys.
A little interim belt. Well, Alex
an interim belt. I like it. Again.
Yeah, and then someone gets an interim belt. He goes and fights Alex, and then he comes back down and do the. It's like, jeez.
Alex is that good. He deserves that.
He's that guy. Mm-hmm. He is. It was such a fucking.
I hated on him for a long time, and you were always like, "Don't count him out. He's gonna beat Max," and he proved you right every time. So,
dude, he's just so good.
He is good.
Yeah. Calculated.
I think he could beat Islam in a rematch.
I want to see it. I definitely want to see it again, just because he does look so good. Honestly, I would probably be a little more excited for the Tapora fight, the fresh contender who's looking mean up against the dominant champ of the current weight class. Give Islam. There's someone in Islam's weight class that needs to go fight Islam.
Who?
Yeah, you're right. He's just kind of mopping out. Did I just drop the ball on that one?
Yeah, he needs to fight Alex again. Alex is the guy. I'm almost like
Or
Ilya Tapora needs to go to lightweight here soon.
Or what if Islam goes up? All these guys need to go up to their fucking shit.
Yeah. When are we going to get the Patty versus Ilya fight?
Right?
Or is that like that past Ilya now?
Patty's been out. Who knows when he can come back?
I'd be scared for Patty.
Yeah. If anything, like, if I'm Patty and I'm, think I'm going to be champ and I got all my hype and I'm injured, I would look at it as a good thing as Tapora creating a bunch of buzz, going and making a name, because then that's a huge fight if they give it to Patty right away, or if Patty's got to go fight someone else, and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or if Patty and him end up being the interim belt. That's what's so fun about the UFC, guys, is it's always exciting, but then when always feels like it gets more exciting with these kinds of fighters, with these exciting fighters.
Damn. That was a hell of a fight, though. Volk, it just impresses me every time I see him out there.
Oh, yeah. Is he the GOAT? Is he the featherweight GOAT?
I think so.
Even though he hasn't beat Aldo's record?
And like you said, with John Jones paying respect, saying that these guys should be in the pound for pound, it's like he's so active, too, and he's beaten legends,
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Volk.
Yeah. Damn, I hope Petrie doesn't go nuts when he finds out Sono's going in the pool. We'll get a little freaked out Petrie.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll find out. But yeah, crazy night of fights. What a great fucking night of fights. That was my recap. Jon Jones versus Stipe, UFC 295.
That's the fight we need.
I love it. I'm glad it's gonna be Stipe at the end of the day. One of the goats. What?
Stipe is gonna get destroyed, bro.
I know.
You know why?
Well, you never
because
know. Because
honestly, the best
too.
way to beat Jon Jones, because he's so technical too,
Mm-hmm.
is to have someone that can knock him out really quick. What if Stipe knocked him out though? And
It would be fucking incredible. You would see me, because I'm so doubtful on somebody that I love so much, because I love Stipe. He was always my favorite. He's my heavyweight goat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. His fights are always so fucking awesome. Him being a fireman, just who he was, how he acted, the way he was beating everybody. And then him in the DC trilogy was so fun. So unexpected.
He gets steamrolled. I feel like Jon Jones has that dog in him too, and he's a way more technical grappler. I feel like he would destroy Stipe.
Oh, I wonder how the fucking odds are going to be for that.
But if he gets one hit knocked out, Stipe still got some power.
Right?
He's a heavyweight still.
Well, what if it was like we're doomed? What if Jon Jones is coming in and Stipe just lands that fucking counter and down goes Jon Jones? I would honestly, that would be. Here's the thing: I love Jon Jones as an athlete and what he's done because he's so great. I would freak out, Brenden. That would be some Michael Biz being like Stipe knocking out Jon Jones. Would be one of the most incredible moments of my whole entire UFC experience.
Mm-hmm. And he gets so much hate. Dude, he's so underrated. How technically good Stipe was and how he beat those tough guys.
He's been dismissed.
Because of the fighters during that time. And then it's like, oh, Francis came up and got you, and now he's starting everything.
And it's like, dude, if Francis lands one punch on any human being, it's night-night. So you got to go in there for 25 minutes and not get hit. Oh, and now he kind of improved his fucking grappling this time. Wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But now that guy's gone. That giant's gone. We don't got to worry about big scary guy anymore. Big scary guy's gone. Another big scary guy's in. But dude, I like to see a stare down. Have we seen a stare down yet between Jon Jones and Stipe? I want to see size.
You're going to see him eat the soul of that man.
I need to see size. If Stipe is just as tall as Jon Jones and can look just as big as Jon Jones, I'll get a little more excited.
I think you might see Stipe shake during a stare down.
No, dude.
Hey, Izzy squashed that beef because he was smart. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Stipe's iron. I don't think who's gotten in Stipe's head. I think he had some, go back and forth with DC, but I don't even think DC really got in his head. He was always pretty chill.
Well, just think about this, though. Stipe knows for a fact he ain't getting in Jon Jones' head.
I would be like,
just focus on myself.
Bro.
Because that monster's going to maul you.
I'm very excited for Jon Jones. And then it's interesting. It's like, okay, is Jon Jones if he beats Stipe, is that it? Is he going to ride off?
He could if he wanted, but I would hate it because I want to see that mega fight that we're not getting.
Yeah. And it would be good because like how much more does he have to prove? But at the same time, man, it's like if you're that unique and you set the bar that fucking high, it's not until someone sets that bar higher until it's beat. You know what I mean?
The only thing,
setting it. If you can keep setting it, keep setting it.
Jon Jones could have such crazy fight. What if Tyson Fury knocked out Francis Ngannou?
Yeah,
and then they had a super fight.
Is it a boxing fight?
No, in MMA.
That ain't gonna happen.
And Jon Jones is like, you know what? I agree not to take you down or anything.
When Tyson Fury comes into an MMA fight and just fucking grapples and beats the shit out of Francis or Jon Jones,
Francis
I will be one of the most impressed human beings. I'll be like, damn, anything can happen.
Do you know how tall he is?
Anything can happen.
He would look down on you,
they
bro.
Each get wrecked in their own game. I think, who knows?
Tyson Fury's 6'7".
Who knows? I guess I'm being stupid biased on the Conor Floyd fight, and then it just happened. I feel like it just happens. It's the rule set. Rule sets change fucking everything. Mm-hmm. But Jon Jones versus Stipe, who do you got in the fucking fight, Jobins? Let us know in the comments. And then Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg, dude. We'll finally talk about it. Just because I'm like, man, if it's for charity or something, it's cool. Like, I think, is it for charity?
I have no idea.
I feel like I read something where it was going to be for charity.
They're the ultimate rivals, though.
Dude.
And did you hear? Threads has been launched. Now he has a Twitter clone.
Bro.
In the metaverse.
We saw everyone laughed at CM Punk and we're giving him shit. That dude actually knew how to fight. You know what I mean? And then
you don't think Mark does?
And it didn't look like he knew how to fight. Do you know how silly that's going to look? It's going to be so... it's going to be comical. You know what I mean?
I think with how sharp-minded... Mark Zuckerberg's going to be like the Lex Friedman in there, you know? Like
yeah.
He's got that analytical brain, but he's also likes the sport.
I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm there. I'm there with everybody.
Elon gets bodied.
Eating the popcorn and going crazy. I'm there with everybody. But... And then the fact that they're even trying to... They would do it in the Coliseum. The guy's like, hey, let's set it up at the Coliseum. We're the fucking gladiators. You know what I mean? Like, damn. That's how high... We ain't never done this with some, like, UFC fighters, but we're going to do this with them.
You know why Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are doing all this masculine, manly stuff to appeal to all these audiences?
What?
Same reason that Vladimir Putin rides horses shirtless and always has his muscles out and is always doing masculine shit. Just to be able to have that image to the public. Because these are the real overlords, dude. These are the guys that have all the data.
Tech guys. It's just two tech lords going at it.
Tech lords. Thank you. That's a cool term for them.
Well, here we go. It's the beginning of Celebrity Deathmatch. And why don't we just call it that?
Mark Zuckerberg is more than a celebrity.
I will accept it. My brain will accept it more if we just title this Celebrity Deathmatch, and this is the first one to start it.
These guys influence society, bro.
Yeah. Well, I want to see some. I'm not. You think I'm settled?
Whoever wins this fight is gonna rule the world.
You think I'm settled now with seeing Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg? I want Jeff Bezos in there with somebody. I need another world ruler. I want actors in there. I want Tom Cruise. I want Chris. I want all these people.
I think Tom Cruise will whoop some ass
at his old age.
He versus jumps Jackie Chan. Off of cliffs, bro.
Tom Cruise versus Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's too old now.
Dude, watch. Some Jobins were messaging me because I shared that video of him watching that video with his daughter crying. That's not his real daughter. He neglected his real daughter. I'm like, chill. Hold up. I know all about Jackie Chan and his kind of fucking dark roots there with some family, but I'm not Jackie Chan. I don't know what that shit's about. And I'm not a dad. Would I abandon if I had some problem, beef with a girl, even if it was like one night stand and she's using it against me? It's like, damn. Show me some proof. Okay, DNA.
There is proof.
Shit. Okay, it's my kid. I got love for the kid now. I hate you, but
it's like
it's gonna look like me. It's like me. It's me.
How much money does Jackie Chan have? Couldn't he just like include her a little bit?
Right, Jackie. I love you. We love you. You were one of our. You were me and Brenden's one of the childhood heroes.
It's not past, it's present. Still one of my heroes.
Oh, I know.
To this day.
I'm
you and Arnold.
I'm siding with the Jobins who are a little upset about it because you know what? When I found out about Jackie neglecting one of his kids, I was upset about it too. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm not in the situation, so I can't really judge. Because at the end of the day, he's fucking Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan has a TV show for kids, and you ain't even looking after your own, Jackie.
Dude, yeah, you're right. That's pretty hypocritical.
It's messed up, bro.
If we can get Jackie Chan on this pod and get him to open up and talk about it, maybe we would be sitting here crying and going, we're so sorry we ever fucking did
that. Would be so awesome to have Jackie Chan.
Dude, watching that video of him crying, watching his old sons, and her asking those questions, holy dagger. Dagger in my heart. I was like, oh my God. The first time I watched it, I was like, whoa, I can't even watch this. And then I had to go back and I was like, oh my God.
I give him the same respect as fighters because of how much he sacrificed for like his body, for his entertainment, like his art. Because it's like, dude broke so many bones just for all these crazy stunts. We need to appreciate
even
stunts.
In that video, dude, the way he lands falling through like the banners, pop, pop, pop. And then the way he lands on his fucking head. We're lucky Jackie Chan's even still here and alive. Tom Cruise is wanting to do fucking Mission Impossible until he's 70, like Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones. It's like, dude, Tom Cruise might die. Mm-hmm. They're talking about going out in space next time for the next one. They want to do something in space. Tom Cruise, I'm calling it right here on this pod. Tom Cruise, we lost Tom Cruise to space. First act, gone.
He's gonna do a jump off of space into
gone.
The atmosphere.
And we're like, yeah, he's gone. So hopefully, maybe, I'm not saying hopefully, but maybe we call it, because I think, Mr. Cruz, you're getting older, and you can't get, it doesn't make sense to get older and crazier stunts. How well does that go?
You know what fight we never got that everyone should have had?
Huh.
Jackie Chan versus Jet Li.
Yeah, that was the one.
That's the one. Before UFC was big, when I ever watched it.
Well,
growing up, that was my original top champion fight. Jackie Chan versus Jet Li.
I think Jackie Chan.
Bro.
Can we get primes? Primes.
Mm-hmm. That needs to be in the next UFC game coming out. Is a Jackie Chan and a Jet Li in the same weight class.
Jet Li was really good at giving you that emotional stare. Oh, I got glasses.
Yeah, got glasses. Dude.
But he had a really good emotional stare. Like, you could do any scene and then it would cut to him just staring into the fucking camera, and you'd be like, you'd feel it.
That's the next one I want, is Jet Li seeing his movies and then crying too.
Yeah. Hero with all the arrows. That's always a classic.
Mm-hmm.
He's outlined.
Jet Li's Enforcer to this day still goes hard.
I was more Jackie Chan. And your dad was hardcore. I know he was hardcore both, but to me, it felt like he was more Jet Li.
Yeah, he was more Jet Li.
And I'm sorry, but I'm team Jackie Chan.
This was before UFC days too, and he was like, Jet Li's actually been in competitions like that.
Jackie Chan's doing the competition, making movies, dude. He's in there.
That's just true. He's nowhere near like the level of UFC fighters.
And Shanghai Nights, come on. Rush Hour, come on. Mm-hmm. Let me know, Jet Li. Jet Li, you wish you were Jackie Chan.
Jet Li's the one.
It was good, dude. I love. Hey, Unbreakable, was that
Jet Li's where he has the collar?
Yeah, I loved Unbreakable. Watching that shit with you as a kid. I'm not saying I'm not a Jet Li.
No,
fan.
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Because he gets unleashed and he starts whooping ass.
Yeah, that was actually a good one. What team are you guys?
Actually a good one.
Are you team Jet Li or are you team Jackie Chan?
That's a good question.
I'd like to know. I would like to know. So, this is interesting just because last night, guys, so I'll start here first. South Park creators, our boys, our idols, one of my idols. Mm-hmm. Fucking
definitely.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Just the most legend. When something happens to them one day, Jobins, my life is completely different. Just because there are my childhood heroes with South Park, basketball, fucking Team America. I want 100. A sequel to Team America.
World, please.
And my coworker's like, what would they do? They can only do that once. I'm like, dude.
What?
Putin. But then I'm like, and he made a point, I'm like, would they allow it? Would that be allowed?
Would they allow it? It's America. Okay?
Bro, I kept them, but we had to return. We were supposed to return the interview posters because of the interview. Kim Jong-un. You're telling me, no, bro. I don't think Putin allows that shit. But I'm like, it should be allowed because I want Team America, Team Police 2, and I want it to be about Putin. Mm-hmm. And make it about Putin in Ukraine. You know what I mean?
And it's not like Matt and Trey. It's not like they're gonna freaking not make fun of America too.
Oh yeah, and how
everyone's gonna get it,
and how we're handling it with Biden, bro. Right now would be perfect time for Team America 2.
If they say they can't release that, I would go to the streets. I'd be like, this is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
This needs to be protected.
Jobins, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, probably one of the most brilliant minds in comedy history, in my opinion, in writing history. Look at what their umbrella, and then they go and do Broadway. And win the most prestige award that you can get in
Book
Broadway.
Book of Mormon, a Tony Award.
Yeah, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
They've done it all.
They've done it all. And then they do musicals in South Park. You know, there was a fucking musical in fucking Team America.
So cool.
Like, dude, they're so smart. And the way that they do everything was always so smart. And they're rich as hell now with how much they've sold and are worth. It's crazy. But yeah.
Shout out to the South Park. But the Casa Bonita.
Yeah. They opened up Casa Bonita again, and a little controversial. People were it was kind of like, I saw a lot of hate towards it, but I thought it was a good thing. Let us know about this, Jobins. $30 an hour, but you don't have to worry about tips. No tips. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good thing.
You know what I love about it too is like how based it is just to do that, because it's like, you know what? Don't put the pressure on the consumer to say if it was shitty or not. You know, the service.
Yeah.
Like just make it a flat fee, and it's like. Yep. Don't make the person feel shitty for not tipping, you know, because there could be really shitty service, and I've had shitty service, and I've been on the other side as a server. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people can suck at their job.
Yeah, and $30 an hour I would take it. Fuck yeah. I'm going to fucking serve everyone with a smile. I'm going to be making sure y'all got your drinks? Timmy? Got you.
I love it, dude.
You guys are going to have a great experience today. This is my experience to you today. $30 an hour.
It eliminates the
Sprouts.
opportunity for me to be an asshole.
Yeah, I would. Sprouts, you hear this shit? You hear this shit, Sprouts? I would sure love $30 an hour, and I will be even. You will see. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, where I'm getting with this, last night, Joe, was first time ever, and this is like the future. He asked us for our phone numbers to pay for the bill. And I was like, okay, I get it. And like you said, it helps save time, which I totally get that. But it's like, okay, now any restaurant I go to or any store I go to, Amazon, I like the Amazon way where you just walk out the store, you don't got to worry about anything. Inconvenient. You fill out you got your thing in your wallet, you walk out, inconvenient.
Nice.
But when I'm filling out an Amazon order report for everything now, for when I go order food and shit, because that's I feel like part of their job, right? Or just a computer. You go back there and you swipe my card. Just swipe my card. And
Even less human interaction.
Yeah.
Where are we going to be at in 10 years? It's just like, are we even going to see waiters?
Especially when they're getting paid 30. Companies are going to pay.
They're just like, here.
Oh, you want $30 an hour?
Go on your phone.
Robots.
They'll be like, we have your phone numbers. Just text whatever you want. That's how we'll talk.
Well, that's how I'm at. My lazy ass, I'm like, okay, great. Now I'm filling out doctor forms at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, the security level here, because now we're going to have all these apps with all our credit cards on, even more so that we already got right now, but it's going to be for everything. So now you got to do that for everything. I just want, it should be the pay, what is it called?
Contactless payments.
Yeah, on our phone with the little Wi-Fi thing where you just go up and you press it. Well, you bring me my thing, or it's on my phone. If you're going to text me my bill, I just want to be able to just take my card and go like that. Or if there's something in the phone that will just, boom.
This is the conversation you're going to be having with like kids that are servers, like, like 18. They're going to be like, whoa, you mean there's like a time when you like used to go to the table and like ask them yourself what they wanted to eat?
A robot didn't
Now
bring
they
it?
just do it on their phone. I just send them over. I get their phone number and they just click a link and then they order the food. I never like asked or had to write it down and remember it.
One of the things that freaks me out is how kids get
Crazy.
Marijuana shops are open. It's like, dude, I used to fucking have to sling my weed through a fucking Ziploc bag. You know what I mean?
Right, when it's dangerous.
Yeah. With the sandwich bags that don't even have the zip at the top. You just roll them bitches up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lick the top, sticks. Kids won't know that. Kids will never grow up with that. They're going to have their jars. It's all going to look cool. And it's like, damn, I can't imagine. And it's like, when we were kids, we were bad influence. We were looked so down on for getting high. Now it's the norm. Fuck you, everybody.
You want to hear something crazy? Because I heard the story from BBC News that I follow. I follow BBC News on Instagram. Scotland, bro. They want to approve legislation to have all drug possessions be, let me see how it says, treated and supported rather than criminalized and excluded. Possession to be made legal. All drug possession should be legal. That's what Scotland wants to try to push.
Except for when like driving.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how far it extends to.
Well, you can't drive around with an open bottle. So
if they catch you in possession of it, they'll support you rather than criminalize you.
Well, I can see if if you're medically, if you're getting meth because
meth
they
too.
supply meth now legally, and it's in your little meth container that you just bought. You're going home with your meth. I'd be like, okay.
But that's societal view of drugs and not looking down on it like they used to.
I know.
And instead,
scary.
like the Scottish government could possibly enforce, hey, man, we see that you have that. We want to support you rather than exclude you.
So where is that? Is that the mental state of the average human being? Or on top of because, everyone's doing drugs now? On top of, well, okay, if everyone's doing drugs, how much safer is it if it just becomes, legal? How many police can deal with other things besides someone just getting high, who's smoking meth on their porch doing nothing? But what if there's a crazy person out there getting high on meth, and because they're getting high on meth, they're going to do fucking crazy shit?
You
So
got
it's
a good point.
Where's the balance? What does the balance do of it? Does it really balance it?
Because I think that's their exact point of view, probably, in the reasoning is to say, like, now we can focus our efforts on these other areas that need them more.
That's real interesting too, because like, I don't think America would ever do that because, dude, we make money off of it. We make money off of people getting arrested for drugs.
Oh man.
So it's like, and then we let them back out, we arrest them back again, we get more money. So who know? I don't know how. It's like, damn, they must not have done that. I don't know. How smart or dumb am I? Who knows, Jobins? But I just know that, yeah.
You want to hear something else really creepy, too? And just because we've been having this sense of, like, I feel like there could be Indian burial grounds here and shit that we don't know about that's cursing this house or something.
Cursing America.
But 100 skeletal remains from the Middle Ages were unearthed during excavations for a new hotel in Dublin, Ireland.
Oof. Yeah, that's interesting.
They were going to make a hotel in Ireland, in Dublin, and then they stumble upon skeletal remains from the Dark Ages, bro. What?
Yeah, dude. Who knows what's buried in all this
What's
shit?
buried here, too? Like, what dark shit's been going on?
Dude, I saw this video that kind of blew my mind where these people, they went, you know how you go in those crazy depths of caves that just, you got to crawl real thin. Like, never in my
You ain't catching me in it.
You ain't catching me. You couldn't pay me $1 billion fucking dollars. I ain't doing that shit. But they believed that now our ancestors, apes, would, because there's proof that, you know, like they'd visit them and shit, but that apes would actually bury them. And because they're finding skeletons of apes, like from back in the day,
That's
way
crazy.
down there. Yeah.
That were being buried?
That were being buried. So it's like,
What?
who really knows what the past is? You know what I mean? We're always learning new shit. What do we know?
Dude, when Petrie starts barking out of nowhere, though, and it's like there's nothing downstairs, it creeped me out a little bit.
Oh, fuck you. I'm a scaredy cat, Jobins. If I'm in my kitchen and I hear something, I got knives, you know, just to let me know. And I'm a ninja. So it's like, don't spook me. Because I'm here by myself the other night. Boys are at Jits. I think it was like Friday or some shit. And I'm by myself with Pete. And we think this house is haunted. We've had multiple incidents. So the guard's already up at all times when I'm by myself. And no, I'm not fucking shitting you, Jobins. I'm sitting there with Pete, fucking just doing something. I hear boom from right above me. I'm like, all my hairs on my fucking body stood up because it was the most loudest thud I've ever heard by myself here in my entire life. It was real moment. I was like, someone either just broke in from upstairs somehow.
That would be scary. I remember coming in. You did have your hairs were standing up.
My hairs were, and the weird. I was like, I knew the boys were gonna be home soon. I'm like, oh my god, when are the boys gonna be home? And then sure enough, I could see your guys' car, and it felt like the movie Scream. It all of a sudden turned
like you were gonna get killed right before.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, please get in the building, guys. I'm like, get inside, get inside. I wanted to be like, help, help, help. You know, before anything happened. You know what I mean? I'm waiting with Petrie. I'm sitting there waiting to hear something else happen, and waiting for that door to fucking open, and Petrie start barking at you guys. And sure enough, you guys come walking in. I'm, boys, guys, huh. And I'm like, I'm not fucking going up there unless you guys go up there. Sure enough, it was my thing violently fell over where I have all my clothes in. Violently.
Yeah, it's
fell
still
over
weird.
Into my room. I don't know.
I was a little scared walking up the steps. I was like, dude, let's walk together. Like, damn.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, it was topped over in the middle of your floor. I was like, this is kind of weird.
That one was insane because of how loud it is. Jobins, I can't tell you how many times we hear little sounds, like just a little boom or something like that. And then like that feeling, just that feeling that something's looking at you or watching you or there. I get here. I get it. And you know, what do you believe in? You know, do you believe in that kind of shit? I don't know.
Because that Dublin story, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised, Jobins, if like they tore this house down and they unearthed like some fucking Native American skeletal remains or something bad that happened.
Yeah.
Getting bad juju sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what song I've been bumping, Jobins, that I just fucking love?
What is it?
The Corday and Juice WRLD song.
Oh.
I think it's so fire. And it's so sick doing the cover over Eminem, Slim Shady, dude. And what I thought, it was so funny, Jobins. We're watching this. Brenden didn't know that it was Juice WRLD fucking CGI'd in there when they would change the
They were
faces.
morphing between their faces on the same body.
This dude, he goes, we're like, dude, we're like, oh, that was sick, Juice WRLD. I like that. Brenden goes, wait, Juice WRLD was in there? And we all just start fucking laughing our asses off. But there was a little controversy behind that. Some people were like, oh, Juice WRLD wouldn't like that. What? I'm like, I don't know. Personally, dude, if something happened to me and I died or something, I'm no longer here, and you found a way to put me here with guests and shit, do it. I don't give a fuck. I'd be so proud and happy. I'm like, oh, damn, he kept me alive.
Mm-hmm. It's different than like if it was AI generated and it wasn't his like recordings.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was really him chopping it up with Corey Day.
Yeah.
And damn, it was good. Like they worked so well together. I wish they could have had a whole album.
Oh, yeah, dude.
How well they're spitting
Apparently,
back and
I saw
forth.
this one video where apparently Corday said that he didn't want to tell him while he was alive, but he said he was a better freestyler because of how long he would go. He said he goes, it wouldn't matter how long, like a month could go by that we wouldn't see each other, and all of a sudden we'd bump into each other and just start rapping with each other. And he said they were on a tour or whatever, and they went from a ride from like Milwaukee to LA.
Damn.
And they rapped the whole time, and he was like done, and Juice just wanted to keep going. So I was like, fuck. We really lost some fucking talent those fucking 3 years back then. Those fucking 2017 to like 2019, 20 was pretty
Sucks,
rough.
dude. Drugs, depression, brain chemistry.
Yeah.
It's just like he was an artist.
Dude, Juice WRLD was sick. Thank God we still got his music. We can listen to it. That's what the cool part is. But I don't think that should be a big deal. And I bet Juice WRLD would be okay with it. You know what I mean? I could see it being a problem like if I hated somebody and then they were using me because they knew I was famous and would make them money. I could see that being fucked up.
That would be fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like if back in the day when Tupac and Biggie had their beef, right?
Yeah.
And then like Tupac got killed first. If Biggie had a song with Tupac AI generated in it,
Yep.
that would be fucked.
Yeah. 100%.
Or like Eazy-E, same with Dr. Dre, and they editing him in. Whoa,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it like dark like that.
Dark.
Dude,
I'm sure someone's going to try.
what if the rapper straight up was like two rappers had beef, one rapper kills the other, then puts him in his own song while he's dissing him?
Yeah. Be nuts.
Dude, you blew my mind thinking about that.
And then, one last thing I had to talk about. Sausage Party gets its own TV show. What, are you excited for that?
Man, a lot of shows that get started up by like comedian ensembles like that
From a movie?
or they're animated or something, they fall apart really quick.
I know. I wonder how well will the animation be as good as what the movie was.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone even know, Jobins? I bet you didn't even realize Napoleon Dynamite had a TV show all animated with all the original cast.
I remember that.
Did not last at all.
Yeah. Well, apparently, because that if you didn't watch Sausage Party, Jobins, go watch it. I was excited for it back in the day because I was like, oh, cool, we get finally a rated R cartoon movie. But then it just, I don't know, it's not really that rewatchable to me because it's just so crude. Like their point was to be so obnoxiously crude with the sexual shit.
I could get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about food fucking each other. Like, make it funny. Make it a good, like Zootopia. I know this is a kid movie, Jobins, but Zootopia nailed it for me because I can go back. I'd watch Zootopia with anyone right now. We can go watch Zootopia.
Get a good laugh.
Why? Because it was a kid's movie, but it was a cartoon movie that was done really well. I remember they were all about the texture of each animal back then. But the fucking story, it was like an adult story mixed with a kid's story. And the story was just really good. And then there was twists. There was a fucking shocking ending that I was like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? And if you could just do that with what they're going for, like make it raunchy, but don't make the whole damn thing about fucking sex and shit. I just kind of like, man, if I was 14, I bet I fucking loved this shit. You know?
Man.
Because apparently they're like, oh, there's this crazy scene in the TV show that's just shocking. It's going to be so shocking.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you got me. Hey, you're kind of getting me to want to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Apparently there's going to be some real shocking scenes in this Foodtopia.
Dude, but I mean.
Oh, wow. Zootopia, Foodtopia. Damn.
I'm still excited for it because of who's involved in it. And
Yeah,
Seth
returning cast.
Rogen, like, come on, that's one of our heroes too.
Yeah, they got the returning cast is probably definitely not James Franco.
Oh, dude, wait, what? They're not gonna. Oh, wait. Well, his character doesn't even matter though.
Yeah. Seth Rogen, Kristen Wiig, Michael Cera, Edward Norton, and Krumholtz. What's his first? Is it Nick or something like that? He's funny. I wonder if Nick Kroll will come back as the douche.
Yeah, that would be funny.
He was funny. New joining to the cast: Will Forte, Sam Richardson, and Natasha Rothwell.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to come out, I think, next year, 2024.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I like all the projects Seth Rogen's been behind lately. He's been doing stuff behind The Boys. He's got that other show, that anime show that you like with the comics. The Walking Dead one.
Invincible.
Invincible. And then he's behind that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles project.
That's cool.
Which is fucking sick. Yeah. So Seth Rogen's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And what a career. And he went down a pathway that I never thought he'd go to. And he's been doing his little fucking, what is it called? Pottery? Where you make pottery and shit. And he's selling it. Selling his own ashtray.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people. Saw a lot of hate comments because they were like, no normal person could afford this.
I know. I sure couldn't, but I would sure love one.
And it's like, damn, he's like overpricing his stuff though.
Maybe it's art, dude. Maybe there's a lot. I don't know the pottery world. And who knows? I'm like, maybe he's just in a phase. You know what I mean? Maybe this is just a fucking phase for Seth Rogen with his pottery phase. Maybe one day we'll go through a pottery phase. We'll just want to make shit all the time. Mm-hmm. Get stoned and make stuff. Sell it for hella money.
Fuck, that would be kind of cool.
If you can, why not?
Hey, man, my girl wants to make tie-dye hoodies, so more power to anyone making their own stuff.
And he's got his own marijuana business. That's something that I can really hope that one day I can accomplish. That's one of my dreams, is to get my own like marijuana strain business going. That'd be fire.
That would be so cool.
Be so fire. You got anything else for the Jobins?
I got one last bit of news because it's kind of big. It could impact you, Jobins. Contract negotiations between UPS and the Teamsters Union, which is the union that like represents 340,000 of UPS workers. They had contract negotiations. They broke down, man. They're not going well. If they don't get this settled soon by fucking like, what did I say, man, dude? If they don't get this by August 5th, they're gonna be walking out.
Dude, we're all fed up.
340,000 people are gonna walk out.
We're all fed up.
Your deliveries and everything.
We live in a world where, and I saw this somewhere, and I just totally agree. We live in a world right now where the backbones don't get paid nearly as much as a girl who can go onto Twitch or anything and show their titties and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whereas the construction workers, the airline pilots, these UPS workers,
these guys who giving you your deliveries,
who make our lives easier,
right,
are getting much less than where a lot of people can go. That's why, dude, it's a change. Are we in the fall of Rome? Is this the modern fall of society? Is it coming? There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of war shit going on. We can do a whole fucking scary pod about everything falling apart. So I'm going to go by my mom and dad's motto, where you just got to stay invested. You know, you keep up, but you live your life and until it affects you, and you just try to do what you can.
I hope those 340,000 employees, though, get their dues.
100%.
You know, and that those contract negotiations can, like, be settled.
Shit needs to change, man.
Yeah, like, because
then how do you inflation?
Mm-hmm. They're arguing, dude. What kind of scares me is what they're arguing is, like, the hours that they're working and saying they should get this much for this hours. And then they're like, but we're really working this many hours. You know, dude, like getting overworked. And it's like, dude, when are they going to automate that and like replace more people?
Robots. Robots are going to, that's where the change comes. This is where the fucking change comes. Everyone who's doing these, when you have every corporation maximizing work, but not raising wages, which is everywhere. Everywhere you work, they're going to get by with you getting as much where you can't get everything done that they want. And you're getting overworked. And there's not enough people there to help you because they want to make as much money as possibly fucking can. And that's what it comes down to. And so when you get like Casa Bonita, we like it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Waiters getting $30. Restaurants ain't going to like that $30 shit. And that's when you get fucking that's when the robots come, dude. When we can get automated fucking trucks and trains and shit that gets rid of people doing that shit.
Yeah, I never thought about how it could disrupt the industry for the worse by automating more people.
And what's real interesting is crazy how like Rome lasted longer. But I just think everything kind of happens quicker these days.
Ooh, that's kind of a good point. Like,
and I think technology's the example. The first example you can think of is technology.
And the internet boom too.
Yeah.
And then like now the AI boom.
Yeah.
It's just accelerating
And even
the
with,
timeline.
you can do the baby boomers back in the day when everyone was fucking, and then boom, we had all these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Man, that's interesting.
Crazy
But anyways,
shit.
hopefully contract negotiations go well. That was the main point of that.
Well,
Crazy
yeah,
shit.
I agree, dude. I hope so.
Ooh,
It's a big industry.
Ooh.
What up?
I don't know if you watched this because you hate me because we watched She-Hulk together and everything. I watched 2 episodes of Marvel's Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson as
Didn't that get hated on
as
bad?
Nick Fury.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's like, there's a bunch of what's called Skrull, and they're like these green aliens that can turn human, and they're all over the place. And he's like, holy shit, you mean there's millions of them here?
Huh.
Dude, and like,
just
it's
getting-
Samuel L. Jackson, bro.
We get it, Marvel. Multiverse. We get it. Okay, now you just do everything. And now the Secret Wars, dude. We get it.
Mm-hmm. And this invasion, it's cool because it takes place in like 1995,
We're
1997.
Literally about to get the next phase of all these superheroes is, hey, let's take everyone from everyone's universe and collide them and fight. And that's going to be the next fucking...
I would watch that one.
Well, get ready because they're
They're
coming.
going to all fight each
It's
other.
never going to be fucking ending. You're gonna have Nightcrawler, X-Men, Superman, Batman, all in one movie.
Professor X beats them all.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be in the middle, and they're gonna go back. They're like, oh wait, this actually happened in this movie. We just never saw it until now. So,
And they're gonna bring Jonathan Majors back, right?
oh,
Is he coming back?
I don't know if that's all confirmed yet.
I
think
hope
that's-
I like
that's
that
all
actor.
still dangling right now, or we're not talking about it. We're gonna move. Remember, he's pleading. Jonathan Majors is pleading method acting for slapping his girl. So let's just see how that
He's
goes.
a good actor.
Hey man, if my method acting means I gotta slap a bitch or two, I shouldn't go to jail for that. Sorry, I'm method acting here. I am a method actor.
Damn, you
But
got
I just, we got in an argument about seafood though.
I was like, and you know not to argue when I'm in character.
Yeah. The court, but was my defendant in character, Judge? Your Honor. Yeah, dude, crazy shit. Crazy
Let's
shit.
go, Marvel.
Let's
Coming
go.
back.
Yeah, let's go. All right, Jobins. Episode what? 128.
128.
Hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for all the love and fucking supporting us all this time. It's been a crazy journey.
The support and the love, we appreciate it for real.
We've been doing it for a minute. Good things are coming. Big things are coming. See you next time.
Let's go.